So before we come to the next series of movements, can we just pay attention to the spine? The spine lifts out of the pelvis, doesn't it? So think about your pelvis as this sort of bowl-like structure that's sitting in the chair, the weight's dropping down into the pelvis. And you know that feeling when you just feel really kind of heavy in your body and just sort of weighted down? It's like gravity's drawing you down. It's a really kind of miserable feeling, isn't it? I'd like us to experience the subtle uplift that's happening in response to dropping down into gravity. So although gravity is bearing us down, and although the upper body is quite heavy and it's all kind of resting in the pelvis, I wonder if you can now feel a bit of length through the spine. So just look at me for a second. I'm going to lean forward ever so slightly, so I'm not using the back of the chair, if you can do this, or maybe even take my bottom a bit forward. And I'm going to feel that my spine is sort of lifting up like the stem of a flower, and that the crown of my head is shining upwards towards the sun that is there above the building here. So imagine that each of your vertebrae is slightly lifting out and away from the one below. So you could almost kind of wriggle and just find that sense of kind of uplift through the spine. See if you can find that. And maybe turn your chin from left to right, swiveling your head. Finding that posture that is so kind of dignified, really. There's an openness across the chest. There's a spaciousness to the armpits. And the funny thing is that when you sit up like this, something happens in your sense of self. You feel ready for anything, a little bit more positive, a little bit more open, a little bit more steady. You know, I'm ready for anything when I sit like this. And then see how it feels to become aware of the way that your body is breathing again. So once you're sitting upright, grounded, crown of the head shining upwards, lots of space around the neck, lots of space in the jaw, so just check you're not gripping around the teeth. I wonder if you can bring awareness to your body breathing, finding a bit of space. And it might be nice to bring your arms into this if you feel creative. You don't have to do this, but if you look at me, it's like I'm trying to describe the movement of my breath. So I'm taking my hands out as I inhale, and as I exhale, it's like I'm describing the exhalation. So the inhalation is an expansion, and the exhalation is a release. Now this is my pace, you do your pace. So keeping your eyes soft or closed, really tuning in to the movement of your body breathing. Inhaling and opening, exhaling and closing. So the ribs are expanding as you inhale, chest is lifting, belly expanding, and as you exhale, everything's releasing. So it's almost like you're kind of describing the movement of an exotic sea creature or a lovely jellyfish or something. Inhaling and exhaling. That's it. Very nice, everyone. Doing it in your own way. You can make it as playful and as beautiful as you wish. Feeling the movement of your ribs lifting on the inhalation, your diaphragm slightly flattening out, lots of space for the lungs, and as you exhale, there's that quite natural sort of contraction, there's a letting go. Inhaling and exhaling in time with your own breath. And now the next time we do this, let's take our arms as wide as we can. Imagine you're standing on the edge of imagine you're standing on the top of a mountain and the air is so clean and good. And you're breathing and you're opening your arms to the day. Lift your heart space, open, open, open. And as you exhale, everybody, close your arms around yourself like you're giving yourself a hug. Let your elbows go into the body, droop your head down. And inhaling, taking your arms wide again. Feel that expansion across the chest, open, 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 lovely. Sorry, I'm holding hands with you. And exhale, draw your elbows around. Can you feel as you do this, the way that as your heart lifts, your chest expands, your shoulder blades squeeze together, lots of space at the front of the body, and as you exhale, you feel how the shoulder blades move apart as you hold yourself with compassion. We'll do this one more time, in time with your own breath, feeling your spine flowing. And as you exhale, bring the hands across the body and let's rest here for a moment. So, let your elbows just kind of cross over your chest, over your soft tummy. You're kind of holding onto your upper arms or your shoulders or your ribs. You're just kind of letting everything droop. Let the head go. Feel the floor supporting you, feel the chair supporting you. Soften the belly and just be here for a little bit. Just be here, holding yourself. And now the funny thing is that we probably spend most of our lives looking for somebody else to kind of make things better for us. And actually, when we hold ourselves like this, we realise that happiness, that contentment, that peace, that sense of love can be found really only within. Yes, between people, but it comes from within. Remember your little prayer, your little sankalpa. Holding yourself, holding whatever arises with tenderness. And then let's come away from that. So like you're sliding your hands down your arms, almost like you're peeling off your long gloves. Bring yourself back to where we started, but with the backs of the hands resting on the legs. Backs of the hands resting on the legs. Grounding through the feet, soft belly. Notice how you feel.